Stephen Hawking was born on January 8, 1942. The Second World War was raging. He was born in Oxford, although his parents lived in London. They moved to Oxford because it was considered safer during the war. Stephen's father, Frank, was a medical researcher. His mother, Isabel, worked as a secretary. They lived in a large, cluttered house. Stephen was the eldest of their 4 children. The Hawkings were an eccentric family. They were intelligent but somewhat distant. They often ate meals in silence, each absorbed in their own book. In 1950, Stephen's father moved to work at the National Institute for Medical Research, a prestigious institution known for its groundbreaking work in the field of medical science. The family relocated to St Albans, a historic cathedral city about 20 miles north of London, known for its rich heritage and beautiful architecture. Stephen attended St Albans School, a well-regarded local grammar school with a strong academic reputation. He was a bright student, though not considered exceptional at the time, often showing a keen interest in various subjects. He enjoyed playing board games and, along with his friends, devised complex and imaginative games of his own creation. Stephen later went on to study at the prestigious Oxford University, a place renowned for its academic excellence. His father had aspirations for him to pursue a career in medicine, hoping he would follow in his footsteps. Stephen, however, found himself more drawn to the fields of mathematics and physics, where his true passion lay. He graduated with a first-class degree in natural science, specializing in physics, marking the beginning of his illustrious academic journey. After graduating from Oxford in 1962, with a degree in physics, Stephen went to Cambridge University to pursue a PhD in cosmology, a field that fascinated him deeply. It was during his first year at Cambridge that he was diagnosed with amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, ALS, a rare and debilitating motor neurone disease that affects the brain and spinal cord. ALS gradually attacks the nerve cells that control muscle movement, leading to severe physical challenges. This leads to muscle weakness, paralysis, and loss of motor functions, and eventually difficulty breathing and swallowing, making everyday tasks nearly impossible. There is no cure for ALS, and most people with the disease die within a few years of diagnosis, often due to respiratory failure. Stephen was only 21 when he was diagnosed with ALS, a time when most young adults are just beginning their lives. He was told that he had only a few years to live. The news was devastating and life-altering. Stephen fell into a deep depression, struggling to come to terms with his grim prognosis and uncertain future. Section 4, Black Holes, Hawking Radiation, and a Brief History of Time. Despite his diagnosis, Stephen was determined to continue his studies. He faced numerous challenges but remained undeterred, driven by his passion for understanding the universe. He threw himself into his work, making groundbreaking discoveries about the nature of the universe. His dedication and perseverance were truly remarkable. He became particularly interested in black holes, regions of space-time where gravity is so strong that nothing, not even light, can escape. This fascination led him to explore the mysteries of these cosmic phenomena. In 1974, Stephen made his most famous discovery. This breakthrough would change the way scientists viewed black holes forever. He showed that black holes are not completely black after all. This was a revolutionary idea that challenged existing theories. He predicted that they should emit a faint thermal radiation, now known as Hawking radiation. This radiation would eventually cause black holes to evaporate and disappear. This discovery revolutionized our understanding of black holes and made Stephen one of the most famous scientists in the world. His work opened new avenues of research in theoretical physics. In 1988, Stephen published his most popular book, A Brief History of Time. The book was a huge success, selling over 10 million copies worldwide. It brought complex scientific concepts to the general public in an accessible way. It made Stephen a household name and helped to popularize science for a wider audience. His ability to communicate complex ideas in a simple manner inspired many to take an interest in the wonders of the universe. Section 5. Later, Life and Love. Stephen married Jane Wilde in 1965. She was a language student when they met. They had 3 children together. Stephen's condition continued to deteriorate, and he eventually lost the ability to speak. He communicated using a speech synthesizer, which he controlled with a muscle in his cheek. Stephen and Jane divorced in 1995. He married his nurse, Elaine Mason, later that year. They divorced in 2006. Section 6. Legacy. Stephen Hawking died on 14 March 2018 at the age of 76. He had lived with ALS for over 50 years, far longer than anyone expected. Stephen was a remarkable scientist who made groundbreaking discoveries about the universe. He was also an inspiration to millions of people around the world. He showed that it is possible to achieve great things even in the face of adversity. He will be remembered as one of the greatest minds of our time.
Thanks for watching. Watch my other videos given below.